So what happens when you smash together the thrill of a roller coaster with a serious engineering project? Well, you get what might be the single greatest field trip ever created. Today, we're going to look at this really unique event where a huge theme park actually shuts its doors to the public and turns into a giant hands-on classroom. Let's get into it.
I mean, this quote from the event flyer pretty much says it all, right? Just picture it. You get an entire theme park, 6 Flags no less, completely to yourselves. No regular crowds, no crazy long lines, just a day packed with fun, invention, and, celebrating all your hard work. It's this wild mix of adrenaline and real achievement.
Okay, so that brings up the big question. How do you get in on this? This is not a trip where you can just, buy a ticket at the gate. Access here is earned. It's a reward for students who are ready to prove they've got the skills. So, what's the mission? Let's break it down. All right, first, let's set the scene. Imagine this. On October 15th, 2025, 6 Flags over Georgia is completely closed to the public. It becomes the exclusive playground for the Technology Student Association, or TSA rally. And to be clear, this isn't some group discount day. No. This is a full-on park takeover for one specific purpose. The draw is pretty obvious, right? You get to ride all the coasters with your friends. But the events stacks this whole other layer right on top of the fun. It's your chance to compete against other members from all over to really show off what you can do and then get recognized for it at this huge awards rally. So yeah, it's a theme park day, but a theme park day with a real purpose.
And this is where the classroom part of the day really kicks in. See, to earn you a spot at the rally, you and your chapter have to tackle a whole series of creative and technical challenges before you ever set foot in the park. The fun is kind of the finish line, but the race to get there, that's all about skill.
And check this out. The sheer range of skills they're testing is just incredible. We're talking 5 totally different competitions. It covers everything from graphic design for infographics and t-shirts, to creating a lab safety poster, to designing a collectible pin, and then, of course, the main event, engineering your very own roller coaster.
This one challenge just perfectly captures the whole spirit of the event. Before you can go ride some giant steel monster of a coaster, you first have to build your own coaster for a marble. The goal is to get its runtime close to a minute, and you have to film the whole thing in one continuous narrated take. It's a test of physics, engineering, presentation skills. It's all rolled into one.
So, let's say you're a student and you are totally up for this challenge. What's the plan? How do you get it done? Let's go over the logistics, or maybe we should call it your mission briefing. These are the details you absolutely have to know to get from your school workshop to the theme park.
Okay, here's your mission timeline. Your team has to be registered by September 19th. It's $90, and that fee covers everything. Your park entry, the rides, lunch, the whole competition. Then you get 1 more week to get all your projects submitted with that hard deadline on September 26th. But, be warned, waiting to the last minute is going to cost you.
Yeah, planning ahead really matters here. Procrastination has a very clear price tag. It's $45. If you wait to register until after September 19th, that cost jumps from $90 all the way up to $135. That's a pretty strong reason to get your chapter organized early, right?
So, after all the designing, the building, the filming, all the planning, the day is finally here. What does it actually feel like? Let's do a quick walkthrough of the schedule for the rally itself and see how all those moving parts finally come together.
The day kicks off bright and early. You check in at 9:30 a.m., and the morning is just this blur of adrenaline and fun. You're hitting the coasters in a practically empty park. After a lunch break, though, the whole energy of the day starts to shift. Everything builds towards that 2 p.m. awards rally. That's where all the hard work pays off, the winners are announced, and everyone celebrates before the day wraps up at 5.
So when you take a step back and look at the big picture, what does an event like this really mean? It's easy to just write it off as a fun day out of school, but it is structured to be so much more than that. This is what the fusion of entertainment and education looks like in action. And this slide, right here, this really gets to the heart of it. The whole thing is built on 2 pillars. On one side, you've got the thrills, the coasters, having the park to yourself, the fun with your friends. And on the other, you've got the skills, the engineering design, the
the leadership, the creative problem solving. The magic is that the event doesn't separate them. It weaves them together into one single experience.
And that's really the key takeaway. This is way more than just a cool field trip. It's actually a powerful blueprint for what truly engaging education can look like. It yanks learning out of the textbook and drops it into a context that's genuinely exciting and rewarding. It celebrates what students can do in a way they will absolutely never forget.
So, it really leaves us with this one big thought. We spend so much time and energy trying to figure out how to make school more engaging. But maybe the answer isn't just about changing what happens inside the four walls of a classroom. What if the future of learning also involves harnessing the power of places that were built for pure fun and turning a scream of joy into a cheer for a job well done?